All right, so I wanted to talk about this because I've been talking to a lot of individuals in my life, and it seems like a lot of people are experiencing similar things. So I felt compelled to come on here and talk about this. But just think about the people in your life, like, family members, friends, your partner, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever. And, I'm not trying to like talk bad or anything like that, but are these people that are around you, are they adding to you or are they subtracting from you? And like, what I mean by that, like, a lot of people are in these relationships right now or they have friends, and it feels like a lot of people are subtracting from you. And I don't know if we know what that looks like, and I don't know if a lot of us know that's not okay. And when those things happen, what you should be doing. And I just want to say, like, if people aren't adding to you, like adding value to your life, like building you up, teaching you new things, supporting you, maybe showing you the right way to do things, helping you out, like anything that's going to improve your life, your whatever you got going on, whether you're a student, whether you work, in your house, like if they're not helping you out and adding to you, like if you got a partner and you got a crazy work schedule or whatever, and maybe they work from home or their schedule isn't as hectic as yours, but they still want you to take care of the load and they still want you to do so many things, or they're subtracting from you by making you do more than what you should have to do, or they're subtracting from you by maybe not taking a plate or taking some weight off of you. Like, you got to start looking at those things. Like, the people around you should be really adding to your life. Like, what benefits are they adding to you? And not saying you should go out in the world looking for gain, but you also shouldn't be getting things taken from you, like to where you start feeling low, you start feeling empty, where maybe they arguing with you a lot about things that don't even need to be argued about. They're not that deep, they're not that serious. So they taking away, they're subtracting from you, versus when you come home, they're your peace. Because at the end of the day, we all got to live in this crazy world where so many different things are going on. Like, when you go out here to this world, like, you got to deal with people, you got to deal with crazy people, you got to deal with people that, you got to deal with traffic, you got to deal with protecting yourself from, there's so many crazy things that go on in today's society. You got to deal with your boss, you got to deal with colleagues or people in the office or people in your store or people at your workplace. You got to deal with just people being rude in general. And then you come home and your partner is adding to that. They're being rude. They're not maybe complimenting you. They're not uplifting you. They're tearing you down, arguing with you about things that aren't really that important, or telling you about so many things that you're doing wrong. That's subtracting from you. So be careful and be on the lookout for those things, because a lot of us don't know when people are subtracting from us because we're so comfortable. And when you get in these comfortable spaces, when you're in love, when the heart gets involved, you can start becoming blind to it. And I just say, be careful and be on the lookout, because if people aren't adding value to you and they're subtracting more from you, I don't want to say, you need to distance yourself, but some conversations need to be had and some behaviors need to be changed. And if people aren't willing to change those behaviors for you, where they're being toxic or where they're subtracting from you and not adding value to your life, then yeah, some things need to happen, right? Think about it like this. Like, think about your relationship. We'll say a relationship. And think about y'all in the gym and y'all working out together. Or think about it as your relationship as gym partners, right? When you have a gym partner and you on the bench press and you lifting, right? And the bench press of life is heavy. The bench press of life, you got the weight of the world on you. You got the weight of children. You got the weight of your job. You got the weight of trying to apply for another job. You got the weight of your family. You got the weight of your friends. You got the weight of terrible things happening, protecting and providing finances. You got all these different weights just getting added to your bench press, and you struggling to lift it up. If you have a partner, they supposed to remove those weights one by one. When you get in for the day, they should not be adding weight. If they're adding weight, conversations need to be had. I'm just going to leave it at like that. Your partner should be the person to spot you. Like, think about when you're doing bench press and I'm not sure if y'all familiar with working out, but when you do bench press, you have somebody spot you. And when the weight gets heavy, they're able to lift it, help you lift it up. They do it with you. They don't do it for you. They do it with you. And that's what a partner, that's what if you're in a marriage, if you're in a relationship, you have a partner, whatever, life partner, That's how it's supposed to work. But if they're adding additional weight, that's not okay. And if they don't see that, or if you bring it to their attention and they not trying to acknowledge it or change it, sometimes we got to rethink the people that are in our close proximity. And I'm going to keep saying that because I have so many people that I talk to on a daily where it feels like they're being drained. And you got to think about it like a car being filled with gas. Are you being poured into or are you being drained? Like if you have a car that's constantly being drained and the fuel is coming out of it and it's not constantly being poured into or refilled, guess what happens? It goes on E. Just like that car, you're a human being, you're going to go on E. You're going to be going through life riding on fumes because everybody around you is just taking from you. They're draining you. And that's not how it's supposed to work. The people around you are supposed to pour into you. The people around you are supposed to fill you up with joy, with happiness, with peace, with kindness, because we live in this harsh world. And you cannot come home. You cannot come to your home base. You cannot come to lay on your pillow and the person that's next to you is draining you. That's not okay. And I just really want my people out here to know, like, take inventory of what's going on around you. And it hurts sometimes. Like, I get it. Like, it can be heartbreaking to acknowledge it. Like, when you actually see, like, wow, I am on E. I am running on fumes. When you start writing your list of, what's the value add, or what are they taking from me? Are they adding, subtracting? Are they pouring into me, or are they draining me? All those things. And it does hurt. And I get it. And it's like, you got this history, you got this bloodline, you got all these things, but none of that is more important than you. And you got to remember that, because if you are being drained, if you are being subtracted from, what do you become? What do you become? And if you're listening to this and you really feeling this, then you probably know what you become. You become overwhelmed. You become weighed down. You can't really be that productive in life. It's hard for you. Would you have so much weight on you? Like, imagine carrying a whole bunch of plates, right? And you just trying to carry them. You a server. You trying to carry all these plates. You will hope somebody comes and remove some of those plates and take the weight off. But if you are a server and you carrying all these weights and somebody comes and pours more on top, what happens? You drop them, you break, right? They break. You break as a person. And if people are breaking you down instead of building you up, it's time to have some different type of conversations. People are breaking you down instead of building you up. It's time to have some different type of conversations, because that is not okay. I mean, there's just so much more. I could keep harping on this, but I really want you all to take inventory of who you have in your life and really think about how they're adding to you, or how they're subtracting from you, or how they're removing weights, or how they're adding weights, or how they pouring into you, or how they draining you. Because if they draining you mentally, they draining you physically, then you start deteriorating. Then you can't show up as you. You can't show up as the best version of you. And you got all these goals and aspirations. You got all these things you want to achieve. You got all these goals and dreams. But if you got somebody constantly tearing you down, breaking you down, you can't go do those things. You will not have the energy necessary required to go do those things that you need to do for you. So I don't want you to take this as, I'm telling you to leave that person, leave situations. But I really want you to take inventory of who's around you, who's in close proximity. This could be a partner. This could be friends. Because some friends, let's keep it real, they don't have the best interest for you. Y'all could have been friends since high school, and now y'all in y'all 20s, 30s, 40s, whatever. And things have changed. Everybody ain't clapping for you. And if they not clapping for you, it's time to, readjust, rethink, recalibrate, go back to the drawing board, however you want to put it. But if people aren't pouring into you, it's just time to have some conversations. I just want to say that because you can't be on E. You can't get to your destination on E. Like, think about if you have a vehicle, you can't get anywhere if you're on E. You're going to get to the point where you can't start. You're going to get to the point where you can't get up. You're going to get to the point where you're broken down, beat down, and everybody like, what happened to you? But over time, if you keep allowing people to take and drain and subtract, you will not be able to get up. You will not be able to to operate at you will not be a high functioning individual in the society. You will not be high functioning at work. You're not going to be good in your relationship. If you have kids, you're not going to be good to your kids. Your family member is going to be like, what's going on? You're just not going to be able to function properly if people are just taking from you. So just be careful. Take inventory of who's in your proximity, who's around you, your circle, whatever you want to call it, person you sleep with, next to. All those things matter, because if they are taking energy from you and not providing you energy, it's time to have a conversation, period. Do not stay in situations based on history. Do not stay in situations based on bloodline. Do not stay in situations that no longer serve you. I'm going to say that one more time. Do not stay in situations based on history. Do not stay in situations based on bloodline. Do not stay in situations that no longer serve you. And I know that may be hard to hear, because when the heart's involved, I get it. I've been there. Trust me, I've been there. I've worn the cape. I'll let people suck me dry. I let people be vampires in my life and take, suck everything out of me, right? And I was nothing. I was depleted. I had no energy. I couldn't function. I was failing at work. I barely wanted to talk to my family, because I know they can feel it. Your family can feel it. Or if it's your family, then your partner can feel it. No matter what it is. Or if it's your partner, your boss can feel it at work. Whatever the case may be, you're going out to this world not showing up as your normal self, not showing up as who you can be, your real potential or your real capacity or what you're capable of. If you let people become vampires in your life, you teaching them how to treat you, they gonna keep sucking you dry. Do not allow people to suck you dry. Do not allow people to be vampires in your life. If you got vampires around you, they need to go. I don't know what you do to vampires, but they gotta go. You gotta have some conversations. And I wasn't trying to get on here to tell you like leave people, leave situations, leave friendships, leave jobs, whatever the case may be. But if things no longer serve you, you got to sit back sometimes and take inventory. Are they adding weight? Are they removing weight? Are they adding value? Are they subtracting from me? Are they filling me up, or are they draining me? And I'm just going to leave it like that. Just take inventory of who's in your close proximity and do what's best for you. At the end of the day, you got to do what's best for you, because if you're not the best you, who are you? If you're not the best you, who are you? If you cannot show up as the best you, who are you at this point? Like, look yourself in the mirror. And that's one hard thing to do, is look yourself in the mirror, because you got to be honest with yourself when you look yourself in the mirror. So take inventory of your circle. Look at your partner. Look at who you're in relationships with. If you watching this, I know you feeling what I'm saying. If you feel it in your heart, it's probably going on. And I get it. It's very hard. It's very difficult. But I need you to be still. I need you to write. I need you to journal. I need you to take notes, take inventory, and look who's in close proximity of you. And do not take what you don't deserve. I need you to know what you deserve. You don't deserve people draining you. You don't deserve vampires. You don't deserve people subtracting from you. Like, you got to know your worth. And I'm telling you right now, if you're watching this, you're worth it. If you're watching this, you know you're worth it. If you're watching this, you're trying to figure out, why the heck are they draining me? Like, what is going on? So I'm gonna end it right here, but just be careful, y'all. Know your worth. Do not allow these people to take from you, drain you, subtract from you, break you down. Like, be around people that want to build you up. Be around people that want to see you be great. Be around people that want to see you win. Be around people that want to help you out, help you figure out how to get things done when they see you got a lot on your plate. Be around those type of people. That's what a partner is. That's what a friend is. That's what a good family member is. History, bloodline, all that stuff got to go out the window. If they are breaking you down and not building you up, it's time to peace out, period. And I'm just leave it at that. Coach P. Wade, I'm out.